Welcome back to another video, and I know you have been waiting so long for the scariest Saturday, but now it's finally a Saturday and I finally got some recommendations, so let's go check this out. Okay, the Subway story. The Subway store? I meant the Snapchat story. So also, you'll go check out my Snapchat. I'll put in the description. Anyways, so you'll want some snacks, don't you? Okay, of course you guys want some recommendations also. So go get yourself some Cheetos. Hey, and don't make them hot. I'm not hating on hot Cheetos. Just don't make them hot. And then after, go get yourself some, for your drink, go get yourself some Fanta since you're collabing with Five Nights at Freddy's. And for your actual meal, for your actual food, go get yourself Subway. Go get a sandwich with meat. Go get yourself a sandwich with meat, cheese, and if you'll prefer, you guys can add avocados. And then, yeah, let's get into this. Oh, by the way, the person who told me to watch these 3 ones was Kitty VR. Kitty VR, you don't want me to sleep, do you? Gave me a whole list of items. I mean, videos. Anyways, let's go. Why am I lying?
This is a short but terrifying story of something that happened when I was...
What is going on with your chin? Your cheek, my guy. That's a little bit of a jawline, but your cheek.
Snapchatting a friend.
Your cheek?
I'm pretty young. I'm only 13, still in middle school. A girl I really liked had just recently started snapping me selfie pictures, and we started messaging each other for a few nights. One night when I was watching TV, she sent me a snap of herself laying in her bed without a caption. I sent a message saying, "What's up?" She sent another
My guy got hers.
Identical picture, this time with a caption saying, "Not much, you?" She set the timer to 10 seconds, so it gave me plenty of time to analyze the picture, including her bedroom in the background, and the dark outline of a person standing by her window.
Okay. Say something, fool. What you doing? You're just looking at the cup.
I quickly sent a response message saying, "Is that your brother by the window?" She sent another identical snap, this time captioned, "What do you mean?"
You should look behind.
In this picture, the figure at the window was closer, and I could see a hand pressed up against the glass.
You're cooked. Yeah,
I closed the snap before the timer even ran out so I could tell her quicker. I said, "There's somebody at your window, turn around." She opened my snap almost immediately, and then I didn't hear from her again on the app. I grew more and more worried as the minutes passed. I texted her a few times to no avail. I tried calling her a few times to no avail as well. I didn't know her house phone number, otherwise I would have called her parents. It wasn't until midnight when I was already laying in bed that she finally texted me back. She explained the whole situation. As soon as
Okay, still going on with your cheek. I know it's not the time, but still.
She looked at her window and saw the person standing there, she screamed. And that caused the person, who turned out to be a 20-something-year-old man, to open the window and jump into the room. From there, she...
Chat, you shouldn't be allowing people to jump in from your window from the outside. Like, you should only be able to open it from the inside.
Ran to her parents' room and...
I guess this was made a long time ago. Like, let me see. This was made... It won't let me see. 7 years ago. Yeah, it was made.
Her dad, who went to her room to find nothing but an open window. It wasn't exactly a personal story of mine, but it freaks me out nonetheless, knowing that the only thing that saved my friend from whatever could have happened was the fact that I was able to see the window through her selfies, unbeknownst to the creeper at her window.
You saved your this next one was set also by Kitty VR. So you really want me to have another reason to keep my lights on at night. Whatever, let's just get into it.
Today, I just bought my most terminally ill fan his replacement heart.
Oh my god. Is that Mr. Beast?
What did they do to this fella?
This kid looks
No kidding, it's Mr. B.
sick as heck, dude.
Bruh.
Do you want a heart to save your life? Or do you want a Mr. Beast wrap Tesla?
I would literally kill myself for a Tesla.
Good boy.
Now, you have to search these 100 coolers filled with human...
What? Look what's happening with my guy.
Good boy.
What?
Now, you have to search these 100 coolers filled with human hearts to find the Tesla key. Man, I wish I was terminally ill.
Okay, so that's... I forgot her name.
Your boy be driving a Ford Explorer.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Carl.
I mean, I don't know if this guy should be doing this. He looks
I
really
forgot
sick,
the other
Jimmy.
guy's name. Challenge. No, I'm just kidding. And I have no idea who that guy's in the picture is. But the guy in the yellow shirt is the guy who, the funny guy on the channel. That's low-key my favorite guy on the channel. And I have no idea who the guy in the pink shirt is.
Man,
No, I'm just kidding. That's Chris. No, this is Chris and the other
I'm
one's
to play some
Carl.
Among Us with my boys.
Nope.
All right, dying guy, you got about 20 more seconds to find the key. Oh, what seems to be going on in here? Oh my God, it's Mr. Beast! Oh, I've been a fan since 1 million subs. Oh man, this is awesome. Always great to hear. Here's $5,000, and we just planted 2,000 trees outside of Liberty, Missouri, in your name. Thanks for being a fan.
Did y'all hear that? You'll hear that. My traffic is so loud, so I apologize due to the loudness of the traffic.
Bye. I got it. I got the Tesla key. Congrats on your new car. Now, unfortunately, you won't be able to get a new heart, and you're still on track to die in about 2 weeks. But don't worry. We will be planting 2,000 trees outside of Liberty, Missouri in your name. Also, we'll be planting 1,000 trees for every million views this video gets. So please share, like, and comment, and rewatch this so we can keep this brave man's legacy alive.
Well, I have a donor coming out of state to bring me a new heart in a few
What? I see that. I know he's gonna cry.
days, so I think I should recover okay. Bruh.
Yeah, throw him out there. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Today, I just bought this entire hospital.
Yo, wait! What's happening to the... Yo, the whole hospital just got lit. Look, let's replay that.
Today, I just bought this entire hospital.
Okay, when he got the red button, I thought that it was gonna plant the tree, that it was gonna bring like trees or something, or like people to plant trees, but in reality, it exploded the whole thing in flame. Okay, let's head to the third avenue. Okay, time for my third one. My third horror story. And by the way, shout out to Llama Art for being the show that I watch. I watch Llama Art's Snapchat horror story. And let's get to this. So this one was of course sent by Kitty VR. And then yeah. But Kitty VR, you saw peace. You saw peace in me and decided to fix it. You saw peace in me. Like, I sure these horror stories are getting me. Let's go. True Pizza Delivery Horror Story 3. By the way, this is our final horror story for this Saturday. I know sometimes you'll have to
I was
watch
out
it
doing
late
a delivery
because the store will have it.
late night. It
It was probably the longest drive I have ever taken for a pizza delivery. From the pizza place I worked at, it was a 20-minute drive, which isn't too crazy out where I live.
20 minutes
Plus,
or
they
less.
ordered 4 large pies, so I figured it was a party and I would get a much bigger tip. Navigating the dirt roads at night was always annoying, though.
Chuck, I'm not going somewhere random just for extra money.
Pulled up to the given address. It was some old, sketchy-looking building, literally in the middle of a
I'm just kidding.
forest clearing. There were no cars parked anywhere, or any lights on. I put my car in park and called my boss.
Okay, the moment you see the house, the goofy house, you have to get away from it. Don't stay near that house. I need to be on the whole other side of the planet from that.
I asked him to reread the...
I do not, even if I want to be across the planet from it, being in front of it, is my biggest fear.
address at least 3 times to make sure I typed it in right, but that checked out. I could tell he was in a really bitchy mood, and he told me to at least knock on the door and check it out. He would normally get mad if we took back 1 pie, but I was afraid of what he would do if I brought back 4. I was insanely unnerved, but got out anyway and forced myself to the front door of the building. There was no doorbell, so I just...
Okay, no doorbell, windows that people can only see you through it, but you can't see through, and you're forced to knock, and no one else is there. I'm leaving.
Knocked really hard. I heard nothing and didn't really expect to hear anything. I was extremely disappointed, not because nobody answered the door, but because I was realizing that it was all a waste of time and gas. I knocked 1 more time out of desperation, and then began to hear some kind of rustling noises from inside of the building. I knocked again and yelled that I was the pizza guy. There was silence now. I felt a bit more uncomfortable now than before. But before I could turn around, I noticed something at the window. There was someone looking through the window.
You see what I mean with this window? Now, I don't even know how you're seeing it. For me, it looks hecka dark. I already have
couldn't
noticed.
tell if it was a man or a woman. All I noticed were their eyes.
Okay, I'm running
Their
away.
eyes were
I'm just
open
dropping the
wider
pizza.
than I knew possible, staring intently at me. I was disturbed enough by this and dropped the pizzas and ran back to my car.
Finally!
The shitty thing wouldn't start until turning the key for the 3rd time. I drove off the grass and back onto the dirt road, but I felt the car rocking about, shaking and there was so much resistance. I didn't make it far from the building before I started hearing a sharp scraping sound coming from outside. There was so much resistance that I couldn't even drive. The car came to a stop. I got out of the car to check what the hell was wrong. A chill ran up my spine as I began to feel like my heart was constantly skipping beats. My tires had been slashed and had
How did your tigers get splashed? You see, this way you don't go to stingy places.
completely fallen off the rim. Not just the front though. All 4 tires were slashed. I realized somebody did this when I was knocking on the door to that building. Instead of running, I got back in the car and locked the doors.
1 foot away from that house. I'm
I
running
was so
into the
close
woods.
to that building, I could practically see it from where I was, if it weren't for the trees blocking the view. I dialed 911 and explained everything to the operator. She told me the cops would be over as soon as possible and that I need to stay
Comment down
hidden.
if you guys would run into the
I
woods.
asked her if it was advisable to stay in the car
And
or
what I would
run,
do if I was a pizza
and she
delivery
told
guy,
me
I would keep
it
like
would
a
be best
gun
to
or
stay in the
baseball
car
bat
with
or,
the door
anything
locked.
to defend myself in the
She asked
back,
me to stay on the line with her until the cops
I
arrived.
wouldn't bring it with me when I
My
get
whole
out, but
body
if I
was
see
shaking.
anyone there, I'm
In
pointing.
all directions,
I'm gonna
there
drive
was
away at
nothing but
first,
dark,
but then if
seemingly
if something
endless
happens to my car,
forest. I knew
I'm
it would
getting
take
out that
forever
weapon.
for the cops to get there. I was not comfortable with sitting in that car so close to whoever did this. The next part, though, is what utterly destroyed me. It still shakes me to this day, and I hope nobody ever has
What
to
still
experience
shakes you
this
to
kind of
this
fear.
day?
As I was scanning all the windows, making sure nobody was outside, I looked in the rearview mirror, and there was the same person I saw at that window.
Run into the woods.
Eyes open
He
wider
could just
than
easily
ever.
break the window.
I could see now that it was a woman, and
It's a woman. Yo, this got a lot more mysterious. And what is going on with her?
could ever so slightly see a smile.
Those clothing are from like when cavemen were here. You need to get better, Chloe. And what happened to your head?
Begin to spread across her face.
Okay, those goofy out SpongeBob teeth. So she has one T at the top and another. She has 1, 2 at the top and 1, 2 at the bottom.
I opened my door and full-on sprinted into the
goofy
woods,
SpongeBob.
not caring how much noise I made.
SpongeBob.
I ran until
but
I was out of
his
breath,
tooth
which
fell
didn't
out
take long,
and
and I hid behind a giant log on the
redirected
ground.
to the bottom.
I tried to cover my loud breathing with my hand as I waited
SpongeBob
and
switched his
waited
teeth to the
for
bottom.
what felt like
Team
hours
SpongeBob.
until I finally heard sirens in the distance.
Let's go.
I gathered up all the stamina I had left to run all the way back in the direction of the dirt road. Eventually, the glowing red and blue lights came into view, and I had never felt better in my life. They were parked in front of my car, investigating with flashlights. I came out yelling at them like a lunatic to help me. I fell to the floor and started to gag, almost throwing up from running so much. They picked me up and began to question me, to which I explained everything to the best of my ability. One of the 2 cars drove over to the building, and the 2 officers began to search the building. They came back with nothing except for a couple of spiky objects. These objects were exactly the same as the ones used to slash my tires.
That's crazy.
The cops guessed that it was some kind of sick, demented couple, being that I saw the woman, but unfortunately they were never found. And that still kills me to this day.
Chat, that's
I
crazy.
obviously quit my job right after that and started working at a local
Back
grocery
to
store.
Jack's.
I know that I'll never forget seeing that woman at the back of my car.
Oh, that's chill now. Whoa. When the thing popped up, that's a giant that.
Granny, what's happening?
Just that
Oh
VO3
my
credits on art list.
Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, then please subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. We out.